welcome to Tech Tips with Sold Out Media. I'm Amanda, and today I actually have the Freewell T1 Sleek Travel Tripod. See, it says sleek on the box? Sleek Travel Tripod. I'm really excited about this tripod. It took a while for it to actually get to us. I ordered it as soon as it came out. This thing's 900 grams. You see, I love when they put all the stuff on the box, because then I don't have to memorize everything. I still read all the specs, trust me, I memorize everything. But look, 900 grams, 1.94 pounds, and you know, if I flip it over, I got all the cheat notes right here for you guys. I have it, lowest is 160 millimeters, 12,048 millimeters, 1,500 millimeters for medium and max height. So I guess, you know, 150 centimeters, 124.8 centimeters for the mid height. But yeah, and I got all the specs right at the side of my hand. Now, this one I'm the most interested in. I promise we're going to open the box and not just look at the box here. But the tripod can hold up to 8 kilos. The head can manage 5 kilos. So I guess what that means is if it's straight up and down and you're not going to pan and tilt too much, you can handle 8. 5 is recommended if you're going to do a lot of tilting and things. I never understand why they don't match the ball head or the head weight to the tripod weight, but maybe that's a physics thing I don't understand. All right, inside the box, I've already opened it up to take a peek at it, and you get a lot of Allen keys. Look at this. You get like a whole Allen key set. It would have been nice if they actually gave you the Allen key set in an Allen key set holder. So there you go. You get a whole slew of Allen keys there, right? And you get another Allen key that's locked onto this accessory. This accessory goes on the leg of the tripod, and you can actually use it to put an Apple AirTag, or I don't know if the other tags fit. I'm assuming any round tag would fit in there. So if somebody steals your beautiful Freewell tripod with camera attached, well, there you go. Nice case. I will say this about the case. I wish that it had a spot also for those little Allen keys, because to me there wasn't an obvious spot to put the keys in here. It opens this way, it doesn't open that way. So I can see why they didn't necessarily have a pocket area. All right, all the little details aside, look at this tripod. This is using the same kind of setup, the same kind of technology as the, what were they called? The Photo Pro tripods, the X Fast ones. You know, one movement and you can bring it all out. All of the mechanics of the leg are inside the column. So you don't have 3 or 4 joints to tighten on every stage of the tripod. It's one twist of the leg for every stage. You can take it at any height you want. We know from the Photo Pro series that that's extremely fast. So what I think they improved upon actually is the ball head. The tripod actually has a lot more similarities in the head structure to my favorite, the Cyan Bird by Benro. For example, you have the pan tilt with some friction control depending on how much you turn the handle. You have a pivoting, pivoting plate here. So if you want to do portrait versus landscape, you can do that with ease. And especially if you're doing the panorama, the old school way, where you actually take all your pictures like this. This is a great way with the degrees and everything. Super handy little tripod to do that with. So one thing I really like that is, I think, new to me, a good innovation, is they combined that panning or rotation with the same knob that they had for the plate. I'm not sure. I feel like in one way I kind of, at first I thought that maybe it might be a bit of a problem because you might accidentally, when you're trying to grab the rotation knob, you might accidentally undo your plate and drop your camera. But it seems like they're quite separate. Like, so if you have it in your mind that the bigger knob is the plate and the red knob is the one for the panning, you're not going to make that mistake. But I caution you, that is a possibility. It's a possible downside, but it is neat. It's the first time I've seen those two combined. Now, this plate that it comes with, Arca Swiss style, is also your phone plate, your phone mount plate. So you just flip the, there you go. You flip the bottoms. It expands to hold your phone. You put it in like that. Another little complaint that I had about this, actually, and I remember now that I have the foam plate out, is the only bubble you have, the only level you have, is underneath the plate on a good day. You know, if you're using the plate, using the camera in a normal way, or not using your phone, but you're using the camera on the plate, you're not going to see that level when that's on there, you see. So that is a disadvantage. I prefer there being levels where you can see them, not levels underneath the plates. There are more than one brand that does this. But yeah, it might require you to have a level on your camera, or a level, you know, like a digital level in your camera settings, or an actual level on the top of your camera. Okay, this thing, center column comes out. It can go super low to the ground, like it said on the box, 160 millimeters. Wait, where is it? 160 millimeters, so 16 centimeters. But realistically, if you flip the column, you can put it on the very bottom. It can almost have 0 degrees or 0 centimeters to the ground. Yeah, in a nutshell, I just really want to take this out and try it. Do you guys want to follow me outside? Let's go do a field test. We'll go to specs, field test. 900, what did they say, 900 grams? 900 grams. Like, that's properly light. All right, to specs.
The Freewell Sleek Travel Tripod weighs 900 grams or 1.984 pounds. The folded length is 428 millimeters. The tripod's max capacity is 8 kilos and the head is 5 kilos.
All right, so we're out in the field with the T1. I got my EOS R with a 70 to 200 on it to really test how smooth it is. So let's get that out right away, actually. So one thing I love about these, same as the Photo Pro, it comes all the way out with one twist. It is a little tricky where they have a monopod there, so you have to be careful that the monopod's screwed in all the way, or I was standing there untwisting the monopod thinking I was gonna take the leg out. All right, so here we are with the 24 to 70. Again, like I said, balancing it, the balance is underneath the plate, so it makes that a little bit frustrating, but I'm gonna do it by eye here. See what I got. I do have a level on the EOS R, but I'm gonna extend the 24 to 70 on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in video mode, and I'm gonna pan. Let me set some nice shot here. Well, that's pretty. I don't even know what that is. That's a tree branch or something. But I'm just gonna pan with this. Takes a little bit to get used to. But yeah, that's pretty smooth. That's pretty smooth. Let me do Benjamin, my camera guy here. Oh, he's way overexposed. And the wrong white balance. We can't do that. There we go. And shutter. Let's make the right shutter here. And f-stop up. There we go. Now Benjamin looks better. And it's just a white balance maybe we want to fix here. I'm still recording him right now as we speak. All right, so let me try the tilt. 70. I know, he's the wrong white balance. It's a little jerky when I tightened it, but overall fairly smooth. Let's go take some close-ups of these flowers over here and actually see how that looks. I'll do some more panning and tilting, not just out of wrong white balance Benjamin. Let's go. Back down to the grass and up again to the flower. Beautiful. So you can see without taking the center column out, this is about as low to the ground as I can get, unless I flip it around or remove the center column. But let's see how smooth it is. I'm going to pan across these flowers. The pan is great. But yeah, let me show you how to remove the center column. Come with me. I'm just going to take my camera off for this little bit here while we transition. There we go. So if you want to remove the center column, it's got a nice little tool right in the center column's bottom. Right there like that. And I'm just going to slide that out all the way. And there's two little holes here. You have to unscrew both holes. Just like that. Now, I want to point out, just before I do this here, these legs articulate with 3 stopping positions, but that there is as far up as they go. They don't fold up over themselves like other tripods. They don't fold up over the center column, so you only have up to, what is that, a 180 degree or a 90 degree angle. I mean, it depends on where your starting point is. but yeah, you have 3 stopping, extending, and then that's the furthest out. So from this spot here, I can do one of 2 things. Whew. I can have this sit right on the top here. And that is my lowest position there, you see. Or I can insert this upside down. And now my lowest position is going to be like, I could have inverted it as well with the bigger column if I wanted to. But why would I do that? That just sounds complicated. There we go. So there's my lowest shot there. I know it's not balanced. I could fix that in post, right? You can fix anything in post. But while we're in this position, I'm actually going to show you the monopod from here. So I'll again release the camera. And like I said, every time I go to unscrew, like these are super easy to twist and pull out. But this one here, every time I twist it, I gotta tighten it before I twist it or make sure I'm holding it, because that monopod part, it comes loose like over and over and over again. Now I'm doing it on purpose. Legs off. And what you want to make sure you do, you can attach it to this part. It does attach there. But if you just want to have it attached to the actual middle column, you just make sure that that's nice and tight. And this does have underneath of it a lock screw right there. So if you don't ever want that to spin out, right there is a lock screw that you can screw up to make sure that this doesn't come out on its own. You know, from if you accidentally, because I've done that, think that I had unlocked this, but really I'm just opening the screw. Inside here, it has a thread adapter. So you remove the thread adapter and pop the monopod right in there. I'm going to show you what good this is. One correction, this actually does go all the way up like that, but you're not supposed to do that as a reason to put it away. And it does have the only thing is it locks there. That's the last locked position. So you could actually hang this across a table or something if you want to, because this is really, really well locked. But you can move it up there. It's just not locked. I'm going to sneak up on this duck from behind the tree. Just you wait. Ducky, here, Ducky, Ducky. Yeah, Ducky, all handsome Ducky, right? So if you want to be on the move and actually like nimble, watch this. Yeah. A monopod is a great addition to any tripod. So I love this feature of this. And plus, if you get it locked in, you can still do your pan. And well, why would you need to use the pan? But you could use your tilt, right? It's a pole. You don't need the pan, right? All right, let's go on to the next bit. Where'd that duck go? So here we have the tripod fully set up with my 70 to 200. I want to show you what is my favorite feature of this. So if I unlock the ball head on this guy, I can just level that out like that. And with the extra angler there, or extra access, just like that, I'm in portrait mode, right? Yes, portrait mode. I had to stop and think for a second. Landscape portrait. And now if you're going to do a time lapse, or not, why do I keep saying time lapse? A pano. You have all your markings here on how many degrees you want to go, and super smooth pan action. And again, like this guy has no problem handling my 70 to 200. I don't know if I would go much further, because there is, oh, I didn't tighten that one good enough. There you go. Woo! They are just carbon fiber legs. So like the aluminum legs tend to have a little bit more strength in them. Carbon fiber is great, it's light, and for the most part it will always do what you want it to do. But remember, it does have a little bit of flex in it. That's why I replaced all my aluminum golf clubs with carbon fiber. That's right. Anyway, so let me just fix this leg that I messed up. Let's look at the max height. So I can just punch that back up there again. If I loosen this center column, my max height is right there. Max height. And again, with these center column tripods, you do get in the wind. You see, you get a little bit more wiggle, but this center column is actually more steel than these legs. Like that feels like heavy aluminum or steel in the center. So it's actually a little bit more stable. We tested a small rig tripod a little while ago, and it wasn't as stable at the full length. All right, on to the next bit. Before I get into my final thoughts, I just want to show you this little, what do you call it here? The extra key or extra attachment for the air tag. It has another use, and it's worth putting it on your tripod because it actually has an Allen key holder, and you don't necessarily need to use the let me just tighten this up so it doesn't float around on me. You don't necessarily need a coin if you have this Allen key. So I'm just going to put this on real quick, and let's see here. Yeah, there we go. And of course it comes with an Allen key to put the Allen key holder on. But there's no holder for this Allen key. There's only a holder for the bigger Allen key. All right, so once you have that on, and you have this like Allen key with this magnet power, there you go. That's going to stay there for the most part. And this is where it gets super convenient, because once you take the tripod or the plate off, on the back, you don't necessarily need a key if you have this Allen key, or a key. You don't need a coin. You can just take it off like that. All right, so at this point, I'll put my camera down, reluctantly in the dirt, and show you the other thing that we didn't really look at very much. And that's just the fact that this can fold out. But yeah, so you can just take your phone. This is an iPhone. This is the newest one. It's the 15 Pro, not the Pro Max. Let's see if it has enough room for the Pro Max. Yeah, look, it could. That could do the Pro Max too. So you got your iPhone, and it's actually like a half of an Arca Swiss plate there. So just like that, I got a tripod mount for my phone if I want to grab my phone and do something that maybe my camera doesn't do. Like some people nowadays, your phones do better time lapses and panoramas than your actual camera does. But there you have it. All right, overall, some things that I like and some things I don't like. I don't like that the knob that turns your access for landscape or portrait is on exactly the same access or hinge or screw or whatever you want to call it as the plate one. Because if you're tired, which we often are, and you're overworked, which we often are, you might grab that thinking that you're grabbing this, and your camera might just drop to the floor. So I know it might not happen, but there is a chance of it happening. And with me and my crew, if there's a chance, then it's more likely a reality. I could tell you a story about one of the guys who dropped a full iMac while we were moving it from one project to another, like the full. If it can happen, it just might. So anyway, that's one thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to this tripod. The other thing that really drove me nuts is that the one of the legs is the monopod leg. And no matter how hard I try to tighten that on, it keeps on coming. Yeah, see? It keeps on coming loose when I try to do the pull out. So that's just a little bit annoying. Things I love about this: it does handle my 200mm RF lens very, very well, the 70-200. And I love that it has markings on it, both on the pan tilt axis, the pan axis and the tilt axis. It has number markings that really help you know if you're trying to do something very precise, like a time lapse or a panorama, or not a time lapse, a panorama, or something else that you need to know your positioning really well. That is so super professional, super handy. Don't like that the balance bubble is hidden by the plate. That was the only other big thing that I really didn't love. Otherwise, this thing is really well built. It really can handle the weight, and I think the footprint is so small. It's so convenient. Like, you can actually see where other center combs have maybe more of a bubble. This is actually indented all the way around to help that profile. The legs just suck right in there, and it helps that profile stay really, really small. I really like this tripod. I would recommend it to you. It's actually pretty cool. They did a lot with it in a very small form. So I would definitely recommend it. I don't think I would replace my Cyan Bird with it, but I might let Jake have this one. Poor Jacob, right? All right, so if you have any questions, or if you want to see this one compete against one of the other tripods in some sort of speed challenge, or you want me to get Linus and Jake completely wet with water balloons again, just leave a comment down below. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in our history and look about a year ago. We did a tripod challenge. So I hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.